Daniels looking to throw. And he's got it complete to Anderson. Oh, what a move. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big. Run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go.
A give up the middle. Hubbard looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. You look at this Eagle defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but if they have any hopes of making waves in January, they've got to improve in this area.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey downfield. All right, open, complete. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Commanders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Now the try here for the extra point. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Now a 2nd and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
3rd and 9 here. Throwing is Hurts. Looking here for Smith downfield. And got his man complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Devontae Smith, 72 yards. And the Eagles are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
To throw is Daniels. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Now Daniels. That is caught, and he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Working out of the gun, Daniels. Now that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here's Daniels. He gets this one to Hubbard, complete. And some room to roam now. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They go play action. Daniels. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Dancing, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So he went out of the pocket left, and then things got dicey.
And what often happens is when they get outside, they want to keep their eyes downfield in order to try and complete a pass. But when they try to make a play, they've got to get their footwork involved. And that can really mess them up as well. And in this case, nothing went right, and the ball got knocked free.
And that is incomplete. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, ball's out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards that time. Certainly worth noting he's now one catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. Here's Hurts to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
2nd and 10.
63.
They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. T.J. Hockenson, 29 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Daniels. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
Here we go, sack.
To the air goes Daniels. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Off the play fake, Daniels. That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Isaiah Likely. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders are an extra point away from evening this one up.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams. And that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. These two teams all tied after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Washington on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Saquon Barkley with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. And his stellar campaign continues. That now his 20th rushing touchdown on the year, a number that very few running backs have ever reached in a single NFL season. Sanders on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. That's complete to Chandler on the check down. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
3rd catch of this 1st half for him, and this one is a 1st down. Looking to throw. Daniels. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the 2nd half of this contest.
2nd and 5. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And McLaurin going to pick up a Commander's 1st down as he'll take this down to the 44-yard line. Operating from the gun, Daniels. Complete to Likely. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Isaiah Likely with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Commanders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point splits the uprights. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth 1st half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. This is intercepted. And the Commanders are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, he had to wait until December, but congrats to the rookie, his first INT.
Yeah, he's been a reliable contributor for this defense throughout the season. Definitely got a bright future and has gotten even brighter after making that play.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Jalen Carter in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. That one out wide and intercepted.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Barkley will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. He's got his target. That's complete. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Now he's into the clear again. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. A big play there on the catch and run. 69 yards.
Oh, my goodness. I'll tell you what. 3rd down. All you're thinking is, what can we do to keep this drive going to get enough yardage to move the sticks? You're certainly not thinking about taking this one almost the length of the field. But that's exactly what happens here. What a play and what a change of fortunes.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He finds his man complete. That's Chandler. And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Operating from the gun, Daniels. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down.
Let's go.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he is into the end zone for a Commanders touchdown from 6 yards away. And the Commanders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A tough spot here, 3rd and 15. Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That's taken on the 25. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. And wrangled down quickly just past the 40 at the 41. Play action, now it's Daniels. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
That one goes for 24 yards.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with decent starting field position, they're maybe only a couple completions away from field goal range. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
2nd down in the yard.
Hey, 73.
Throwing is Hurts. Back to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders will take over here just shy of the 30. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Daniels looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll bring up second down. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long, had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
The handoff to Ford up the middle. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Once more with Ford. And he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
60 Maverick, here we go.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Ready. Check out.
On 4th down, here's Daniels. He'll buy some time right. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Isaiah Likely. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Hey, easy, 63, 63. Delta.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nothing open downfield. He had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Again, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 34-yard line. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Hurts. This is complete to Holmes. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Well, they go play action. Daniels. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. They run for the first time with Ty Chandler. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Daniels. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
They'll roll him out right. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To the air goes Daniels. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away. And now it's 3rd. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
To throw is Daniels. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now at Commanders Field. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. On the bootleg, it's Daniels. Rolling to his right. And he's got it. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
2nd and goal from the 1. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Now Daniels going to give it up on the touch pass. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Commanders answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter-punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the 4th quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You're talking about those punches and counter-punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball is going to come out to the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. This short throw caught by Goddard. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And this offense on third down today, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Hurts to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Commanders will take over, but backed up deep in their own territory. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now, they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. A first down carry for Barkley. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. They'll run it again with Barkley. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 81 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. That is not going to be any help up as they dump it behind the line of scrimmage. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
63.
They'll run with Barkley. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flush to his right. This is Smith with a grab. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Here we go. 1st and goal. Up the middle with Barkley. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1-score game. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Great. Go Silver, ready? Hey.
Back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. And when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense. Say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
They'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. T.J. Hockenson, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. And that flag accepted. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Daniels. They'll run the screen with Hubbard. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the 1st down.
And he goes out right around the 39.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
I don't know if you need the big shot right there or not, because you've still got time to work some of the shorter stuff and try to get into field goal range. They did go for the big one there. It would have been nice, but it winds up incomplete.
Throwing now is Daniels. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
You're not going to get many better opportunities than that to take the lead in the fourth quarter. He's got a man wide open. But, oh, my goodness, just too much air under the ball, and he knew it right away.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. This will be fielded at the 17. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
63, 63, 63.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Pass complete, it's Hockenson. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Smith brings it in, going across the middle. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And that's going to be incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Throwing is Hurts. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now fourth down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made, in my estimation.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. This is 1st and 10. Daniels looking to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jalen Carter getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So the first chance of this overtime will go to Washington as we are back underway. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Daniels looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Chandler. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. Hands up, forcing the incompletion.
Back to throw again. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, Daniels. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Jalen Carter. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Here's A.J. Cole now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points. And now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick 6, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
Next score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on second down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Hey, easy, 63, pass. Pass.
Back to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. Both offenses sputtering a little bit here in overtime, Charles, but give credit to the defenses and certainly credit to them on that last play. That is a huge interception.
I will absolutely do that. They deserve the credit because they forced a punt on the opening drive of overtime. You know no one wants to give up the ball in OT. And now you have them back out there knowing that it only takes a field goal to win this game. Big-time defensive plays being made.
Pass complete, it's likely. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. They go back to that well. He's had a great game. Defensively, they haven't been able to stop him. Same thing here in overtime.
And sometimes that goes to the play caller's ego, because a lot of times you have so many different plays you want to call. But when you spot a matchup that's working for you or a player that has the hot hand, keep giving it to them. That tells me you're mature as a play caller, and it's working for them in overtime.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
That's complete to Chandler on the check down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now Daniels. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 22-yard line. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. And the timeout coming in here with just 7 seconds remaining in the extra session. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime.